Welcome you all. So in this presentation, I will explain about the common questions for the Diploma Common Entrance Test DCET. So this presentation includes there are three topics, that is IC engines, air compressor and refrigeration. So let us begin with the IC engine questions. First question in that one, the cubic capacity of a single cylinder engine having bore of 80 mm and stroke length of 70 mm is, options are 100 cc, 560 cc, 328 cc and 352 cc. So here cc represents cubic centimeter. So this one is calculated by using the formula. The answer for this one is a 352 cc centimeter cube. So it is calculated by a formula pi d square by 4. That is pi d square by 4 is equals to area into L is equals to volume. Hence answer is 352 cc. Second question, which of the following component in electronic fuel injection system decides the amount of fuel to be injected on the basis of signals received from the wide range of sensors? Options ECU, electronic control module unit, carburetor, throttle, governor. The answer for this one, ECU, electronic control unit. Sensors send the signals to an ECU. It controls the fuel supply system. Third one, generally the compression ratio of diesel engine is 8 is to 1 to 12 is to 1, 12 is to 1 to 15 is to 1, 16 is to 1 to 22 is to 1, 23 is to 1 to 30 is to 1. The answer is 16 is to 1 to 22 is to 1, because so here petrol engine compression ratio varies from 7 is to 1 to 12 is to 1, and diesel engine compression ratio varies from 16 is to 1 to 22 is to 1. Fourth question, which type of cylinder liner outer surface have direct contact with the liquid coolant or water? That is dry liner, wet liner, semi-dry liner, semi-wet liner. The answer for this question is wet liner. The wet liner only making contact with water, and proper sealing is provided to prevent leakage. In a single cylinder 4-stroke SI engine, the power stroke starts after dash of crankshaft rotation. 90 degree, 180 degree, 270 degree, 360 degree. The answer for this question is 360 degree, because third operation in an engine working cycle is power stroke. The power stroke will taking place in third stroke of the piston, or third operation in a cycle. In each stroke, the crankshaft will revolve half revolution. That means it revolves 180 degree. For that reason, the power stroke taking place in a third stroke. For that reason, it will taken up after 360 degree. Spark ignition engine works on principle of Otto cycle, diesel cycle, Rankine cycle, Carnot cycle. Answer is Otto cycle, because SI engine or petrol engine was invented by Dr. Otto. For that it named as Otto cycle. The diesel cycle is called because of it diesel engine was invented by Diesel Rudolph. For that reason its name is called as diesel cycle. For this question the answer is Otto cycle because it was invented by Dr. Otto. Which of the following is not a part of the engine? Cylinder, piston, crankshaft, clutch plate. The answer for this question is clutch plate. Clutch plate is a part of power transmission system, that is clutch assembly. Eighth question. An indication of ignition quality of a diesel fuel is given by detonation, octane number, pre-ignition, cetane number. Answer is cetane number. Petrol is indicated by octane number and diesel is indicated by cetane number. For that reason the answer for this question is cetane number. While lapping a valve, the lapping compound is applied to its face, stem, guide, tip. The answer for this question is face. The valve face made with valve seat. The tight sealing is required between valve face and valve seat. Hence, this lapping paste is applied to the face of the valve. Lean air fuel mixture is required for starting, idling, cruising, acceleration. Answer for this one is cruising. Except cruising, in all other operations, the rich air fuel mixture is required. The device used to reduce exhaust noise is called muffler, exhaust pipe, exhaust manifold, tailpipe. The answer for this question is muffler. Except muffler, all other parts are passages for flow of exhaust gases. That means the muffler that will reduce the sound or it will reduce the velocity of the moving exhaust gases. Which part is not common between petrol and diesel engine? Air cleaner, exhaust, silencer, battery, fuel injector. Answer for this one is fuel injector. Fuel injector is provided only in diesel engine fuel supply system. Except fuel injector, all other three options are common both in petrol engine and diesel engine. The correct answer for this one is fuel injector. Exhaust gas leakage into the cooling system is probably due to defective cylinder head gasket, manifold gasket, water pump, radiator hose. Answer for this one is cylinder head gasket. Cylinder head gasket is provided between cylinder head and cylinder block. In case cylinder head gasket is get damaged, at that time the exhaust gas will leak into the cooling system of the system of an engine. To start the engine, the starting motor rotates the crankshaft about 3000 rpm, 45,000 rpm, 50 rpm or 200 rpm. The suitable answer for this one is 200 rpm. In this speed, crankshaft will get minimum torque to start the engine. So, in order to crank the crankshaft, it required some minimum torque. So, that minimum torque is available while turning the shaft at 200 rpm. The PCV valve is located between air cleaner and the carburetor and inlet manifold and the air cleaner, inlet manifold and the crankshaft. So here PCV valve is known as positive crankcase ventilation valve. So that is provided in inlet manifold and the crankcase, because the positive crankcase ventilation valve is used to control the flow of blow-by gases into combustion chamber. So that means this positive crankcase ventilation valve controls this flow of blow-by gases into the combustion chamber or to the carburetor unit. The most widely used fuel supply system for car engine is gravity system, pressure system, vacuum system, pump system. The answer for this question is pump system. Pump is used to draw the fuel from the fuel tank and supply to carburetor. In vehicle fuel supply system, tank is placed at the back side of the vehicle, engine is placed at the front of the vehicle. So here we need to supply that fuel from the tank to the engine. So that is carried out by this fuel pump system. The distance travelled by the piston from TDC to BDC or BDC to TDC is called clearance volume, compression ratio, stroke, swept volume. The correct answer for this one is stroke. The distance is termed as stroke and denoted by L in an engine. The sequence in which the power stroke takes place in each cylinder in a multi-cylinder engine is called throw, firing order, brake horsepower, indicated horsepower, IHP. The correct answer for this one is firing order. In multi-cylinder engine, the power stroke will take place according to the firing order of an engine. A plug in which heat is required to travel a shorter distance from the insulator is called hot plug, cold plug, center electrode, ground electrode. Answer for this question is cold plug. This plug will take shorter distance to carry the heat from combustion chamber to cylinder head. The part that rotates to circulate coolant between the radiator and water jacket is propeller, impeller, expeller, bypass valve. Answer for this one is an impeller. The impeller is a part of water pump. That water pump takes the drive from an engine through belt. So this centrifugal action of an impeller causes circulation of the coolant between the radiator and water jacket. The portion of the piston that separates the groove is called the skirt, land, boss, heat dam. Answer for this one is the land. The land separates and guides the piston rings. So there are two types of the rings are provided. The outer surface of the piston. So that two rings are separated by a piston portion, that is called as piston land. The dash efficiency is the ratio of the mass flow rate of air actually taken into the cylinder through the intake system to the rate at which air could be ideally taken into the cylinder. That means the amount of air drawn into the engine cylinder during the suction stroke to the actual volume of the engine cylinder is termed as indicated brake efficiency, relative efficiency, volumetric efficiency. The correct answer for this one is volumetric efficiency. This is the volume of air drawn into the engine cylinder during its suction stroke. That means while piston travels from TDC to BDC, how much air is drawn into the engine cylinder, that is termed as volumetric efficiency. A 4-stroke single cylinder diesel engine, piston diameter 250 mm and stroke 400 mm. The mean effective pressure is 4 bar and speed is 500 rpm. The diameter of the brake drum is 1000 mm. The effective brake load is 400 Newton. The indicated power of an engine is 32.72 kilowatt, 30.72 kilowatt, 31.25 kilowatt, 29.72 kilowatt. So this one is 4-cylinder engine. The diameter of the piston is given. The stroke length is given as 400 mm. Mean effective pressure is given as 4 bar and speed n is equal to 500 rpm. The diameter of the brake drum as 1 meter and total load acting on that brake drum is 400 Newton. By using this data, we can calculate indicated power of an engine by the formula P means plan divided by 60 into 1000. So here P represents mean effective pressure, that is 4 bar. L is equals to stroke length. A is equals to area of the cylinder. Area of the cylinder, that is equals to pi d square by 4. Then this one is a 4-cylinder engine. The number of explosions is taken as n by 2 here, and by substituting these values in this formula we will get the answer 32.72 kilowatt. That means indicated power of this engine is 32.72 kilowatt. A 4-stroke single cylinder diesel engine, piston diameter 200 mm and stroke 400 mm. The mean effective pressure is 4 bar and speed is 500 rpm. The diameter of the brake drum is 1000 mm. The effective brake load is 400 Newton. The mechanical efficiency of an engine is 32%, 30%, 34%, 29%. The answer for this question is 32%. The mechanical efficiency of an engine is calculated by the formula ratio of brake power to indicated power. An engine has a clearance volume of 100 cm cube and swept volume of 900 cm cube. The compression ratio is 10:1, 9:1, 8:1, 11:1. The answer for this question is 10:1. So this one is calculated by the relation, the compression ratio is equals to total volume to clearance volume. Here total volume is given by clearance volume plus swept volume. Here clearance volume is given as 100 centimeter cube, swept volume is given as 900 centimeter cube. That means the total volume is 1000 centimeter cube. Total volume to clearance volume ratio, that clearance volume is equals to 100 centimeter cube. For that reason, we will get the answer 10:1. That is, compression ratio is equals to Vs plus Vc by Vc. So this is the relation to find out the value of compression ratio. Specific fuel consumption per BP hour for a diesel engine is 0.3 kg, 0.35 kg, 0.2 kg, 0.25 kg. Answer for this one is 0.2 kg. Specific fuel consumption per brake power hour for a diesel engine is 0.2 kg, while for the petrol engine is 0.25 kg. Overall efficiency of an engine is given by overall efficiency, indicated power, brake power, mass of fuel consumption. CV is equal to calorific value. Then volumetric overall efficiency is equals to IP into 3600 by MF into CV. Next option is BP into 3600 MF into CV. Next one, BP, ratio of BP to IP. Another one is IP to BP. The correct answer for this question is overall efficiency is given by IP, indicated power, into 3600 divided by MF into CV. Up to here, the questions are related to internal combustion engines. So now onwards, the questions are taken from the next topic, that is air compressor. In that first question, compressor mostly used for supercharging of IC engine is radial flow compressor, axial flow compressor, Roots blower, reciprocating compressor. The correct answer for this one is axial flow compressor. Maximum mass flow rate can be achieved on this type of compressor. The intention of providing compressor in a supercharging is to supply maximum amount of air at higher density into an engine. The maximum flow rate can be achieved in axial flow compressor. For that reason, so here in supercharging of an engine, the compressor is mainly provided with axial flow compressor. The value of air sucked by the compressor during its suction stroke is called free air delivery, compressor efficient capacity, swept volume, none of above. The answer for this one is swept volume. Volume of air drawn during suction stroke is equals to swept volume. The clearance volume of the air compressor is kept minimum because to allows maximum compressions to be achieved, it greatly affects volumetric efficiency, it results in minimum work, it permits isothermal compression. The answer for this one, it greatly affects volumetric efficiency. Compressor efficiency mainly depends on volume of air drawn into the cylinder. Which of the following is not a part of the centrifugal compressor? Piston, impeller, volute casing, I. The answer for this one is piston. The piston is a part of a reciprocating compressor. The centrifugal compressor, there is a rotary motion. So here air is get pressurized because of centrifugal force. Which of the following is not a type of rotary compressor? Positive displacement type of compressor, steady flow compressor, both A and B, none of the above. Answer is none of the above. The function of dash is to convert high kinetic energy of gases into pressure energy. Impeller, diffuser, casing, none of the above. Answer for this one is diffuser. The diffuser is a component of centrifugal compressor which has a function to convert the high kinetic energy into pressure energy between diffuser blade passages. The diffuser blades are shaped in such a way that they provide an increased passage of area to the air. The diffuser blades are kept dash the number of impeller blades, that is 1 by 10th of 1 by 3rd of 10 times third 3 times. The answer for this one is 1 by 3rd of the number of impeller blades. To reduce these friction losses, the number of fixed blades are kept low in numbers. It can also avoid the problem of blade stalling and shock waves formation. Therefore, the diffuser blades are kept 1 by 3rd of number of impeller blades required. The ratio of actual whirl velocity to the ideal whirl velocity in the centrifugal compressor is called as dash. That is, options are velocity factor, slip factor, work factor, none of the above. Answer for this one is slip factor. In a centrifugal compressor, the ratio of the outlet velocity of flow to the blade velocity is called slip factor. What is the ratio of asentropic work to Euler turbine? Euler work in a centrifugal compressor is called work coefficient, velocity coefficient, pressure coefficient, or flow coefficient. Answer for this one, pressure coefficient. Next, the mass flow rate of air compressed in axial flow compressor is dash centrifugal compressor. It is lower than the centrifugal compressor, higher than the centrifugal compressor, same as that of centrifugal compressor, or unpredictable. The answer is higher than the centrifugal compressor. Axial flow compressors produce a continuous flow of compressed gas and have the benefits of high efficiency and large mass flow rate, particularly in relation to their size and cross section. The pressure of air at the beginning of the compression stroke is dash of atmospheric pressure. Either it is equal to atmospheric pressure, lesser than atmospheric pressure, more than that of atmospheric pressure, none of the above. Correct answer is less than. Air induction into the cylinder taking place due to the vacuum pressure. Because of increase in volume, it causes there is a decrease in pressure inside the cylinder. The intercooling in multi-stage compressor is done for to cool the air during compression, to cool the air at delivery, to enable compression in two stages, to minimize the work of compression. Answer is to minimize the work of compression. Intercoolers are provided between successive stages of a multi-stage compressor to remove the heat of compression, hence reduces the work of compression. It is also called as what the power requirements. The work of compressor is reduced by reducing the specific volume through cooling the air. Next question, volumetric efficiency of air compressors is of the order of 20 to 30%, 40 to 50%, 60 to 70%, 70 to 90%. Answer for this one, 70 to 90%. The compressor's volume is defined by the ratio of actual volume of gas that it could suck if there was no such thing as clearance volume. Therefore, a compressor with less clearance volume should be more volumetrically efficient. The volumetric efficiency directly affects the capacity because capacity depends directly on the cylinder's piston displacement. Next question, aeroplanes employs following type of compressor: radial flow, axial flow, centrifugal, or combination of above. Answer is axial flow because maximum mass flow rate is required, hence axial flow compressors employed in aeroplanes. The volume of air delivered by the compressor is called free air delivery, compressor capacity, swept volume, none of the above. Answer, compressor capacity. The volume of air delivered by the compressor is called compressor capacity. Air power of compressor is known as brake power, frictional power, indicated power, horsepower. Answer, indicated power. The ratio work done per cycle to the stroke volume of the compressor is known as compressor efficiency, compression ratio, compressor capacity, mean effective pressure. Answer, mean effective pressure. Delivery pressure of a high pressure compressor is 10 to 15 bar, 8 to 10 bar, 5 to 8 bar, 1 to 5 bar. Answer is 8 to 10 bar. The ratio of discharge pressure to the inlet pressure of air in the compressor is called expansion ratio, compressor efficiency, compression ratio, volumetric efficiency. Answer for this one, compression ratio. So up to here, the questions are related to air compressors. So now I will explain regarding to the questions from the refrigeration topic. The principle of operation of refrigeration is based on first law of thermodynamics, second law of thermodynamics, third law of thermodynamics, fourth one conservation of energy. Answer is second law of thermodynamics. Because the refrigeration cycle is based on the long known physical principle that a liquid expanding into a gas extract heat from the surrounding substance or area. Second question on refrigeration topic. The working substance that extracts heat from the system is called as refrigerant, coolant, oil, air. Answer is refrigerant. Refrigerant because the refrigerant is a compound or a mixture used to pump heat from one system to another. The system with higher heat content is called the heat source and the system with the lower heat content is called the heat sink. So now heat is carried from the heat sink source to the heat sink. So that function is carried out by this flowing refrigerant. Which part is not common between VCR and VAR? Compressor, condenser, throttling valve, evaporator. The VCR means vapor compression refrigerator and VAR means vapor absorption refrigerator. The answer for this question is compressor. That is, compressor is used in the vapor compression refrigerator, and in case of vapor absorption refrigerator, the pump is used. Compressor is used only in VCR. The flow direction of refrigerant in a cycle is flows from compressor to condenser to throttle valve then evaporator, or condenser, compressor, throttle valve, evaporator. Third option, throttle valve, evaporator, condenser, compressor, or evaporator, throttle valve, condenser, or compressor. The correct direction or correct flow of refrigerant in a refrigeration cycle is compressor, condenser, throttle valve and evaporator. Because refrigerant flows through the compressor which raises the pressure of the refrigerant. Next, refrigerant flows to the condenser where it condenses from vapor form to the liquid form, giving off the heat in the process. The heat given off is what makes the condenser hot to the touch. After the condenser, the refrigerant goes through the expansion valve where it experiences a pressure drop. Finally, refrigerant goes to the evaporator. The refrigerant draws heat from the evaporator which causes the refrigerator to evaporize. The evaporator draws heat from the region that is to be cooled. The vaporized refrigerant goes back to the compressor to restart the cycle. Next question on refrigeration. The condition of the refrigerant while exited from the compressor is liquid state, vapor state, liquid and vapor state? Answer is vapor state, because refrigerant is exited from the compressor at very high pressure and temperature. Sixth question on refrigeration topic. Which type of compressor is used in vapor compressor refrigerator? Hermetically sealed compressor, rotary compressor, centrifugal compressor, screw compressor. The answer for this one is hermetically sealed compressor. In major variable compression refrigerator system like house refrigerators, the compressor use hermetically sealed reciprocating compressor. So some larger capacity equipment also uses hermetically sealed scroll compressor for better COP. Seventh one, which of the following is not a part of the vapor absorption refrigerator? Compressor, condenser, evaporator, throttle valve. Answer is compressor. The compressor is used in a VCR. The value of 1 ton of refrigeration is equal to 210 kilojoules per minute, 2.1 kilowatt, 1000 joules, none of above. Exact answer for this question is 210 kilojoules per minute. 1 ton of refrigeration is the rate of heat removal required to freeze a metric ton, that means 1000 kg of water at 0 degree centigrade in 24 hours. Based on heat of fusion being 333.55 kilojoules per kg, or 1 ton of refrigeration is equals to 13,898 kilojoules per hour. So that is equals to 3.861 kilowatt. Ninth question, COP of a refrigerator is defined as the ratio of, that COP means coefficient of performance, is defined as heat absorbed to work supplied to heat absorbed, output to input, input to output. Answer for this one is heat absorbed to work supplied. Unit of enthalpy is kilojoules per kg, kilocalorie per kg, kilojoules per kg Kelvin, meter cube per kg. Answer is kilojoules per kg. The SI unit for specific enthalpy is joules per kilogram. It can be expressed in another specific quantities by H is equals to U plus PV, where U is the specific internal energy, P is the pressure, and V is specific volume, which is equals to 1 by density, where rho is the density. So 11th question, commonly used refrigerant in domestic refrigerator is R is equals to 22, R22, R134A, ammonia, carbon dioxide. Answer is R134A. R134A, also known as tetrafluoroethene, from the family of HFC refrigerant. With the discovery of the damaging effect of CFCs and HCFs refrigerant to the ozone layer, the HFC family of refrigerant has been widely used as their replacement. R22 short form monochloro difluoroethane, difluoromethane, tetrafluoroethane, none of above. Answer for this one is monochloro-difluoromethane. Boiling point of R134A is minus 26.1 degrees centigrade, 26.1 degrees centigrade, 100 degrees centigrade, 110 degrees centigrade. Answer for this one is minus 26.1 degree centigrade. The refrigerant R134A is a chemical compound tetrafluoroethane comprising of 2 atoms of carbon, 2 atoms of hydrogen and 4 atoms of fluorine. Its chemical formula is CF3H2F. The molecular weight of refrigerant R134A is 133.4 and its boiling point is lesser than minus 15.1 degree Fahrenheit. Relative COP is a ratio of theoretical COP to actual COP, actual COP to theoretical COP, heat absorbed to work supplied, none of above. Relative COP is a ratio of actual COP to theoretical COP. The ratio of actual COP to theoretical COP is known as relative coefficient of performance. The value of COP is less than 1, greater than 1, varies 0 to 1, none of above. Answer is greater than 1. In a refrigeration cycle, the pressure drop occurs at compressor, condenser, throttle valve, evaporator. The pressure drop occurs in a refrigeration cycle at throttle valve. The expansion valve will limit how much refrigerant can pass through it at one time. This results the refrigerant dropping in pressure and temperature. The refrigerant leaves the expansion valve as a cold, saturated, low pressure liquid. The specific volume of a refrigerant should be low, high, does not matter, none of above. Answer is low. It should have low specific volume to reduce size of the compressor. Which of the following is a part of air conditioning? Not a part of the air conditioning. Pump, compressor, condenser, throttle valve. Answer is pump. Pump is used in vapor absorption refrigeration system. In a car AC, the compressor is driven by crankshaft, camshaft, rocker arm shaft, water pump shaft. In a car, the AC compressor is driven by engine crankshaft. Compressor is driven by the engine through a belt drive. It is connected by an electromagnetic clutch which serve engage and disengage the compressor required. Unit of relative COP is kilojoules per kg, kilocalorie per kg, kilowatt, no unit. The unit of COP, there is no unit. COP is defined as cooling load in kilowatt to power input at the compressor in kilowatt. For that reason, there is no unit for COP. The capacity of domestic refrigerator is in the range of 5 to 10 ton of refrigeration, 3 to 5 ton of refrigeration, 1 to 3 ton of refrigeration, 0.1 to 0.3 ton of refrigeration. The answer is 0.1 to 0.3 ton of refrigeration. The power per ton of refrigeration is called COP by 3.5, 3.5 by COP, 3.5 into COP, 3.5 plus COP. Answer is 3.5 by COP. That means the ratio of 3.5 to COP. So this is the information regarding to the objective type of the questions on internal combustion engines, air compressors and refrigeration system. Thank you.